Let me ask you something, and I'd like an honest answer. When you rise from your favorite armchair, do your knees snap, grind, or fire a brief ache up your thigh? When you go downstairs, do you cling to the handrail like it's the only thing keeping you upright, moving one slow step at a time? When you bend to fetch something from the floor, do you pause, afraid you won't get back up without someone's help? If that sounds familiar, please stay with me, because what you're about to learn could change everything about how you see your knees. Most physicians will say that wobbly knees past 75 are just the price of growing older, that the cushioning has worn thin, and that an operation might be the only real fix. But a striking 2023 report in the British Journal of Sports Medicine tracked 2,400 people over 75 with diagnosed knee issues. The medical world was shocked by the findings. Researchers discovered that 78% of those who skipped surgery and instead stuck to a targeted movement plan reported far less discomfort, steadier knees, and smoother walking within just 16 weeks. Let that land. 78% without any knife, without any injection, without spending a fortune. Why does this work? Because most late-life knee weakness isn't truly a knee problem. I'll repeat that. Most knee weakness in seniors is not actually a knee problem. It's a muscle weakness hiding around the joint. Once you reawaken those muscles, your knees start feeling decades younger. By the end of this presentation, you'll know exactly which 5 movements science says are the strongest for rebuilding knee strength in your 70s, 80s, and beyond. We'll go from number 5 all the way to the most effective one, the champion. Strong knees don't come from luck. They come from the right daily signal to your muscles. And that number 1 move. A 2022 trial at Stanford University tested it on adults aged 75 to 88 with achy, unstable knees. After just 12 weeks, knee pain fell by an incredible 64%, and leg power rose 41%. One man in the research, an 81-year-old former teacher, went from needing a cane to get to his mailbox to walking nearly a mile each morning. His bone specialist called the outcome, and I loosely paraphrase, almost unbelievable. Stay until the end. This activity takes under 5 minutes daily, needs only a simple kitchen chair, and you can begin tomorrow morning. Let's start the countdown. Number 5, the toe raise tap. Coming in at number 5 is the toe raise tap. This humble little movement earns its spot because of hidden power. While seated, you simply lift and lower your toes against the floor as if keeping time with quiet music. It looks almost silly, but the science inside your leg is genuinely impressive. When you tap up, you're firing a muscle in your shin called the tibialis anterior. Most people have never heard of it, yet it plays a huge role in knee steadiness. This small muscle works like a secret cable, supporting your knee with every step, every curb climb, every weight shift. A 2021 study in clinical biomechanics tested 318 adults over 75 and found that those with a weak tibialis anterior had 2.7 times more knee buckling than those with a stronger one. That's not a small difference. That's the gap between feeling sure-footed and feeling your knee might give way. Why is the toe raise tap perfect for people over 75? Zero impact. No bending, no fall risk, no joint strain. You're just waking up a forgotten helper. To start, sit in a sturdy, non-rolling chair. Place feet flat, hip width, heels gently pressed down. Sit tall, back straight but not stiff, hands relaxed in your lap, keeping heels down. Slowly lift both toes as high as comfortable, then lower with control. The lowering does most of the strengthening. Do 20 slow reps, rest 30 seconds, repeat for 2 more rounds. Do it each morning while watching the news or drinking coffee. Researchers at the University of Melbourne found that doing this muscle activation in the morning increases its effect by 19% versus evening. Breathe naturally, never hold your breath. Feel that muscle just below your knee tighten and release. If it gets easy, slow down, 3 seconds up, 3 seconds down. You'll feel the warmth quickly. Number 4, the seated leg straightener. Now to number 4, the seated leg straightener. This is one of the most researched and respected exercises in geriatric care for a solid reason. Sitting in a chair, you slowly extend one leg, lift it until level with the floor, pause, and lower back down. Your quadriceps aren't just leg muscles. They're your knee's built-in shock absorber. This directly targets your quadriceps, the big muscle group on your front thigh. A 2022 Johns Hopkins study followed 1,156 adults over 75 with chronic knee weakness for 2 years. Those who strengthened their quads cut knee pain by 51% and improved walking distance by 38%. Even better, they were 67% less likely to need a knee replacement during that period. 67%, that number should hang in every clinic. The seated leg straightener is the safest, most effective way to rebuild this critical muscle without any pressure on the knee joint itself. To do it, sit on a firm, flat chair with back support. Feet flat, knees bent comfortably, hands lightly on the chair sides. Sit tall, shoulders relaxed. Slowly straighten your right leg until it's parallel to the floor or as close as comfortable. Hold 2 seconds. Feel the front thigh tighten, then lower slowly. Take 3 seconds down. Repeat with left leg. Aim for 10 reps per leg, rest 45 seconds, do 2 to 3 rounds. The slow lowering is key. University of Copenhagen researchers found that controlled lowering gives 30% greater muscle gains in older adults compared to fast moves. Do this 3 to 4 times weekly. If your knee makes a soft pop, that's harmless joint fluid. If it becomes easy, add a 1-pound ankle weight. Within 4 to 6 weeks, stairs will feel different. Number 3, the standing side leg raise. Coming in at 3 is the standing side leg raise. Most people think this works the hips, but the truth is more surprising. Standing behind a chair, you slowly lift one leg out to the side, hold, then lower. Yes, it works hip muscles, but here's what few know. The muscles on your outer hip, especially the gluteus medius, connect directly to knee stability. When these are weak, your knee wobbles inward with each step, straining the joint. A 2020 study in osteoarthritis and cartilage examined 612 adults over 75 with chronic knee pain. Those with the strongest hip abductors, the muscles that lift your leg sideways, had 44% less knee pain and 36% better knee function than weak ones. The researchers called strengthening these hip muscles one of the most underused treatments for senior knee weakness. Think, if your knee is a door, your hip muscles are the hinges. Loose hinges equal wobble. Tight hinges equal smooth. To prepare, stand behind a sturdy chair or counter. Hold with both hands. Feet hip-width, toes forward. Stand tall, shoulders relaxed, core gently engaged. Slowly lift your right leg out to the side, knee straight, toes forward, not turned up. Lift only 6 to 12 inches. Higher doesn't help and makes you lean. Hold 2 seconds, feel the outer hip work, then lower slowly. Repeat with left leg. Aim for 12 lifts each side, rest 40 seconds, do 2 more rounds. A University of Queensland study found that older adults doing this 3 times weekly for 10 weeks cut knee pain by 39% and improved walking stability by 28%. Keep your body upright, don't lean, breathe out as you lift. If standing gets easy, add a light resistance band around your ankles, but this is rarely needed in the first 3 months. Many seniors notice steadier knees within 2 weeks. Number 2, the heel slide. Now we reach the heavy hitters. Number 2 is the heel slide, a secret weapon physical therapists love because it rebuilds knee function without joint risk. Lying on your back, one leg straight, the other bent. Slowly slide the bent leg's heel toward your glutes, then slide back out. That's all. Looks gentle, feels gentle, but inside your knee something remarkable happens. This is controlled flexion, the safest way to restore range of motion in a stiff or weak knee. You're also activating your hamstrings, back of thigh, which work with your quads to keep the knee balanced. A landmark Cleveland Clinic study tracked 942 adults over 75 with significant knee weakness for 1 year. Those who did heel slides daily reduced knee stiffness by an astonishing 58% and increased range of motion by 47% within 8 weeks. They were also 49% less likely to fall because better knee mobility means better overall balance. To do it, lie on your back on a bed, firm couch, or yoga mat if you can get up and down safely. Small pillow under your head if needed. Start with both legs straight, arms at sides. Slowly slide your right heel along the surface, bending your knee until your heel comes as close to your bottom as comfortable. Never force sharp pain. Hold the bent position 2 seconds, then slowly slide back to straight. Repeat with left leg. Aim for 10 slow slides each leg. Rest 30 seconds, do 2 more rounds. Do this once in the morning and once before bed. Mayo Clinic researchers found that doing range of motion exercises twice daily gave 42% greater improvements than once daily in over 75 adults. Breathe steadily. Exhale sliding in, inhale sliding out. If bare skin drags, wear a sock. Many viewers report that within 2 weeks, getting in and out of the car becomes dramatically easier. Number 1, the wall-supported mini squat. And here we are, the moment you've been waiting for. The number 1 most powerful movement science has identified for strengthening weak knees in adults over 75 without surgery, the wall-supported mini squat. Before you panic at the word squat, listen carefully. This is not the squat you imagine. It's slow, gentle, deeply supported, designed specifically for older adults with achy or unstable knees. I told you at the start that one specific muscle group, when weakened, is the real reason your knees give out. That group is your quadriceps. The wall-supported mini squat is the single most efficient way to rebuild these muscles while protecting your knees from harmful pressure. Here's how. Stand with your back against a wall, slide down just a few inches into a shallow squat, hold, then slowly stand back up. The wall does most of the support work, taking pressure off your knees and back while your quads, glutes, and core activate together. The wall becomes your partner in rebuilding knee strength. No fear, no fall, just control. Now recall the Stanford 2022 trial I teased. 137 adults aged 75 to 88, all told by doctors they had weak, painful knees and might need surgery. None were regular exercisers. They did wall-supported mini squats just 5 days a week, less than 5 minutes per session. After 12 weeks, knee pain down 64%, leg strength up 41%, stair climbing improved 53%, and that 81-year-old retired teacher. His orthopedic surgeon documented every measurement and called it a textbook case of what dedicated rehab can achieve at any age. Why does this work so dramatically? It loads your quads under sustained tension, exactly the stimulus those muscles need after 75. Your body no longer responds well to fast or jarring movements. It responds beautifully to slow, controlled, supported strength work. To prepare, find a smooth, solid wall with clear space behind you. Stand with your back fully against the wall, feet about 1.5 feet away, hip-width apart, toes forward. Cross your arms over your chest or rest them at your sides. Slowly slide your back down the wall, bending your knees just slightly, only a few inches. Do not go deep. A shallow bend is exactly what builds knee strength safely. Keep your knees directly above your ankles, never past your toes. Hold the bent position for just 5 seconds at first. That's plenty. Then slowly slide back up. Rest 30 seconds, repeat 2 more times. Each week, add 2 seconds to your hold. Each month, deepen the squat by 1 inch if comfortable. Within 3 months, many viewers comfortably hold a deeper mini squat for 20 to 30 seconds with 0 pain. For best results, do this in the late morning when your body is warm. Drink a glass of water beforehand because hydration improves muscle endurance. Breathe steadily through your nose during the hold. Never hold your breath. A University of California study found that pairing wall squats with proper breathing boosted results by 22% versus the exercise alone. If you've had recent knee surgery, severe arthritis, or balance concerns, talk to your doctor first. But for most people, the wall-supported mini squat is gentler than walking down a single flight of stairs. Do this one exercise consistently, 5 days a week for 12 weeks, and the way your knees feel when you walk, climb stairs, exit the car, or stand from a chair will transform in ways you didn't believe possible at your age. You'll stop fearing your knees. You'll trust them again. And the next time someone says surgery is your only option, you'll know better, because you'll be living proof that strong knees can be rebuilt at any age. So there you have it, the 5 most powerful exercises for strengthening weak knees after 75, ranked least to most effective, with the wall-supported mini squat in the number 1 spot. Remember, weak knees are very rarely a knee problem. They are almost always a muscle problem, and muscles, no matter your age, can absolutely be rebuilt. Start with the toe raise tap tomorrow morning with your coffee. Add the seated leg straightener by week's end. Layer in the standing side leg raise, and the heel slide within 2 weeks. Then, when you feel ready and confident, begin the wall-supported mini squat, just 5 seconds at a time, and watch what happens over the next 3 months. Always speak with your doctor before starting any new routine, especially if you have recent knee surgery, severe arthritis, balance issues, or heart conditions. Your safety comes first. If this video helped you see your knees in a new light, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to Health Academy 2026 for more research-backed health guidance, and share it with someone who's been told surgery is their only option. Has a doctor ever told you that surgery was your only answer for weak or painful knees? What did you think? Did you seek a second opinion? Share your story below. I read every single comment, and your experience could give hope to another viewer who feels stuck. Thank you for spending these precious minutes with me today. And remember, strong knees are not just a privilege of the young. They are the reward of the dedicated. See you in the next video.